What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fix That Rush. Let's go ahead and get into it. You heard me here, right? This series was so popular, episode one. Thank you guys so much for the support on this first episode, by the way. I was so skeptical of starting something like this because there were so many other versions of this, but I figured a modern version might be pretty nice, especially considering the Hero Hall, even though the Hero Hall technically come out after I had already started leveling up this account. But there's just been so much new stuff. I always love going back and seeing these old ones too, especially. So I thought it'd be pretty cool for us to sit here and do this together. And I appreciate you guys. It is actually my second or third most viewed video of all time as I currently stand. So thank you guys so much for that. I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into some upgrades. It is January 1st, just turned today. Which means, for one, I got my season bank, so that's where all this money has come from. I actually haven't rated a lot on this account as is, which I guess isn't super surprising, right? But let's go ahead and upgrade some stuff. We're going to do the King and Queen. We're going to keep those two relatively simple and straightforward, right? They need to get some levels. So does the Warden. So does the Royal Champion. But the Royal Champion's not going to be nearly as important because she can go like 15 or 20 and be reasonable to have at a Town Hall 14, right? So she's on the priority list just further down the list than the rest of them. Now, we do have a ton of elixir left over. So what are we going to do with it? We can upgrade the Clan Castle. 4.2 million gold. An extra storage, an extra 5 storage space, but also get a siege machine to be carried in. Well, would we rather have a siege machine, or would we rather have, oh man, that's only 100,000. That's so cheap for us to do another one of those, and it's only a 5-hour upgrade. We're going to do another set of these guys because they'll actually pair off really well with that. You know what? I might do the Clan Castle one anyway. Oof. Because I got so much money left over, right, that I don't need to worry about that. What would you guys do in this scenario? Would you rather level up your town, not your town hall, your Clan Castle where you get 5 plus a siege machine for the first time, or would you rather upgrade your army camp where you still only get plus 5? Which one makes more sense, right? In a vacuum, it sounds like it makes more sense to do the Clan Castle because you're getting a little bit more out of it. All things considered, but you know that could just be me, right? And because that's what I'm thinking, unless I can like level up this, which I can't even do that. Bowlers, not particularly worried about. Invisibility spell's cool. Skeleton spell, not so much. We are going to do another level on the Clan Castle. That makes more sense to me. We'll do these last two when we come back. Probably do another hero level or two and do some more shenanigans. So let's go ahead and cut back to that. Alright, so we're back here with some more upgrades, and I have to tell you guys, and I am so sad to admit it, I messed up. I recorded a little bit more where I upgraded a couple more levels on the army camps from the last point, so all the army camps are at the same level now. They're all level 4. I also upgraded another level or two out of a hero. I did something else too, and I don't remember exactly what it was. But there was no audio. I do apologize ever so much. So you guys don't get to see that, but you'll still get to see the most of it, right? We're still here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to some more upgrades though, right? So what we got is a new and improved Clan Castle level, which is awesome. Get a little bit more out of that. And I actually did get some more elixir. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the army camps again. Those are going to be a super consistent theme, right? So we're just going to continue to hammer away at those because those are going to be such a long and grindy process. We're going to do King and Queen again. And I think we finally might be able to go, that's right, go to level 7 goblins. That means we will get our sneaky goblins, which we have waited oh so much for. I'll now will be substantially less embarrassed to show you guys replays. It has taken a hot minute, but it will be very nice to get those here. It will help tremendously with the actual farming in itself, so I'll be pretty happy about that. And I actually do have enough money to upgrade the Warden, so I can go Warden to level 5. In this case, again, I would typically recommend still people do the army camps. So do we go for a third army camp? You know what? Let's do another army camp. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's not Let's not be in my own way, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Do I do some of this, some of the research potions? I'll do a couple of those, sure, why not? We got some rewards here too. Use some capital gold, some clock tower potions, and some training potions. Give me a couple extra gems. Nothing huge there, right? But it's going to be enough for me. Do I want to upgrade that? Do I want to upgrade? I think I'll upgrade him a level, at least one. Not that it'll be anything drastic, of course, right? But like, I need to have a little something on him, right? I'd feel bad otherwise. Now we'll go ahead and we'll get into... I'll do some more raiding off camera probably. And I'll show you guys one more set of upgrades and then a replay, hopefully with the Sneaky Goblin. So we'll be back. All right, so we're back. And we have been using these Sneaky Goblins. And God, how nice it is. It is making life so much easier. You guys will at least enjoy the replays a little bit more. You still won't enjoy them probably, right? Because they're just whatever. But they're so much better than what I had been using. They're so nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to send some more upgrades, right? We're going to do this last army camp right over here. I have considered... It wasn't that. What was I considering doing? It was this I need. This is what I need to upgrade because I actually need the invisibility spell. So I'm going to upgrade that so I can get the invisibility spell. We're going to do some more heroes. We're going to do King. We're going to do Queen. That will surprise nobody here, right? We've been doing that the entire time. And let's go do something else that we need to do with something high in gold. Let's upgrade some more walls really quick. And while we're doing this, I am going to take this opportunity to level up some of my heroes equipment because this account has been in war, right? So I'm only going to do it a handful of levels at a time. I'll probably only put 5 or so levels per equipment per hero. Per equipment an episode, right? So I'll do like 4 or 5, you know, go from 1 to 5, and I'll kind of level them up in order that I would personally do it if I was doing it. So I would prioritize the most right now would probably be the Eternal Tome. So we're going to get him to level 5. Yeah, we'll just stick it at level 5, right? It makes sense, right? We'll do that. Not worry about that for a little bit. The ores are stuff that you'll get just casually throughout playing. That's not going to be something I can explain to you how to farm like the rest of this stuff. And you know what? Because we were talking about it last time with the sweepers and the air defenses, we're actually going to level up the sweepers one more time, or at least that one specifically. We're going to level that up, and we will be back when that, and the heroes are done, not when the spell factory is on. Although I will put him on that to save a little bit of time. So I'm going to show you guys a replay now, and then we'll go into some more upgrades. So, these are what replays are looking more and more like. Sometimes they're still abandoned bases. Sometimes I'm using more freeze spells than jump spells. Now I'm using just a bunch of jump spells and a haste spell. But what I'm doing here is just using a Sneaky Goblin all around the outside to get the collectors in. And then I'll use a couple jump spells to open up little compartments in the base that I want my Sneaky Goblins to be able to get into. Which will just produce me a good amount of loot. You can see the raids just started. And I'm already up to 500,000 loot and 500,000 gold and 360,000 elixir, and that number is only going to continue to climb. A lot of my raids for the next little while will look a lot like this, right? This is the easiest. Excuse me. This is the easiest way and the best way to farm at this town hall level for sure. And you can see I'm even using some Sneaky Goblins to actually break down these walls over here, which does take a little bit of time, which is why I do want super wall breakers, but they're not going to be super important when I level up the jump spell some more, and I carry more of them like I normally will. So a lot of these won't have stars like Super Tutor does, or like any of my Let's Plays or anything like that. This one will be a little bit less star-oriented, but you can see the amount of loot here is fantastic, and it doesn't matter the base. So I'm going to be able to get a lot of loot. This is fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get into some more of the upgrades. Alright, so we're back post-raid, right? We got a heroic heist. We've got some more dark elixir. As you see, I've done plenty of raiding. Sneaky Goblins are fantastic, as you guys can tell. Not netting anything huge out of most of these, but still going to be way more loot and a very acceptable amount for me to feel okay with. We still do have our spell factory going, but I'm not going to wait 4 days to record more of this for you guys. So what we're going to do now is, see, I could hit the Clan Castle again, but that just gives me an extra spell slot, right? So I'm not super keen on doing something like that. I do want to do more heroes. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Barbarian King and Grand Warden. So I'm going to put down 2 heroes. And then I am half tempted to do some more army camps. Part of me doesn't want to do that though, right? So I could blacksmith. I don't have the money for, right? Not even going to pretend. Oh, and I need to do this before I forget too. We're actually going to do the jump spell. Doubling the time is definitely something I need as I've been farming more and more, right? Definitely something I need. Can't do that. I could do this, unlock a skeleton spell. Nothing huge though. So now I'm just really down to what do I want to keep upgrading, right? It's going to be nice to actually make sure storages are upgraded. Do not need dark storage upgraded any further. Now I am more tempted to, since I still do have 2 builders. I am going to do 2 more army camps. We're going to do those 2. Those will be done. I got 2 heroes down and the jump spell. So we're going to come back when those are done. This guy still probably won't be done, so we'll come back with 4 more upgrades here in just a second. Alright, so we're back. We got 4 more builders. We have done some more raiding. Not a ton of it, but we have done some. Right, got a couple things in the gold pass that we're actually going to take. A super potion, nice. Research potion, nice. Resource potion, sell, and then a builder star jar. Don't really care that much about. So, we got 4 more upgrades. What are we going to do with our last ones? Well, again, we are going to do another one of the jump spell, because that's going to be super useful for my farming, right? So we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Not a whole lot of debate there while we're going to do that. And we're going to go back to the heroes, right? We got 70k. We got a couple levels we can put down on some heroes. So, you know, let's just king and queen again. We're going to do those pretty regularly. We're going to try and keep them relatively in the same level pool, with the Grand Warden slightly behind them and the champion behind them. Kind of keep it more in line, right? So let's look at see what else we can upgrade to. I do have the 2 air sweepers. I want to spend some gold because I have a ton of it. So we'll spend some on these walls. Just a touch though, not a lot. I also do have, I could do 1 million per these storages, right? And the storages are really important. I don't want to say that they're not. So I could waste some gold on the storages or defenses. What would you guys do in this situation? Would you rather upgrade a defense, not a whole lot, that wouldn't matter a whole lot? Or a storage that won't make any benefit to you except for your farming, you can hold more loot? What would you guys do? Let me know down below. But I'm going to do one of the sweepers, and I'm also going to level up. Let's see, what do I have? I'm going to do something expensive since I got the money for it. Because I don't want to keep doing the air sweepers in Inferno, or the air sweepers and the air defenses, even though they are very, very important. When you have a lot of money like this, I do want to get rid of a lot of it. And I actually can upgrade the Giga Inferno, so I'm actually going to set that down. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be it for this episode. Like I said, thank you guys so much for supporting the first one. Let me know what other kind of content you guys want to see in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, everybody.